do you think that kind of almost solidified you and pushed you further? Like, do you think in terms of playing, I suppose, electric guitar as opposed to maybe acoustic guitar, that the feedback and the kind of the gear becomes a thing, doesn't it? Like to increase your art.
It does, yeah. And I think certainly for me, being able to then get a sound out of it that I liked made me enjoy making said sound a lot more, and so I wanted to do it more, and it positively reinforced that kind of learning, reward, enjoyment loop, because I think that was probably almost as important as getting the guitar itself.
Sure.
Was getting an amp that then made a sound that I liked. And again, I don't know what happened to that amp. That got sold on many moons ago, and I've since myself moved on to bigger and better and more unnecessarily expensive things. But yeah, I mean, on the flip side, of course, you then start chasing, you disappear down the tone hole, and start acquiring gear to get that specific sound that you really want. And well, as the state of this room kind of attests to, I did that as well. But then I think I realised that a lot of it is just in here in your hands and how you play. You can give the same guitar and the same amp on the same settings and the same stuff on the floor to two different players, and you can get very different results out of it just in the way you play, the way you hold your pick, how hard you pick, all those kind of different things. So I kind of then took a step back from that and realised it wasn't quite as important. But then there's that other part of me that's like, ooh, shiny thing, yoink, yeah, want one of those. And they're kind of tools, also kind of objects of art, I think, for me. They serve a functional purpose, and they have their own sonic capabilities and areas of strength, along with individual guitars sound different, electric and acoustic, and what woods they're made out of influences that as well. But they're really nice objects to me. I think they perform a functional thing. They do a thing that I need as a player, but I also like the aesthetics and the sound qualities of them all. I just like it. I'm a bit of a nerd like that.
Well, I think we're all a bit of a nerd. I mean, I'm currently obviously paying immense attention to you, Les, but I am staring at that Laney cab behind you, mate. The head, sorry, behind you.
Oh, yeah.
That is a sexy looking bit of gear right there.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I haven't used that for a little while actually. This is my latest acquisition. My rather nice vintage 1978 JMP Mark II. I can't wait for all the lockdown business to go away so I can take that to the studio and crank the arse off it. But what I'm using at the moment mostly is the Orange Dual Terror, which only 30 watts. It's got a nice attenuatable switch. You can go 7 to 15 to 30, I think.
Okay.
Which makes it quite versatile, but it's it really cranks out some nice sounds, and I put a Tube Screamer clone in front of it or something like that. So yeah, that sounds awesome. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've kind of got into orange amps, and I've got a little Vox 50 watt tiny thing there, and a couple of the Orange Micro little lunchboxy jobs.